everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to the end of your week and have had a good week after coming back from the Easter bank holiday weekend. This is the preview of West Ham's 17th away game of the 24-25 Premier League season, where we travel to the south coast down to Farmer to take on our bogey team, one of many, to be honest with you, Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium this Saturday afternoon for a 3 o'clock kickoff. And as such, guys, it's not live on any UK TV channel. But as always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear. And as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's some retro Brighton and Hove Albion gear in there if there's any Seagulls fans watching, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out as well. And any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're currently supporting close to, if not over 90 separate food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop, again, if there's any Seagull fans watching, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity, but you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine. There is their Just Give and Fund link in the description below. So £1, £2, £5, guys, whatever you can afford, believe me, every penny helps. So as always, there's going to be timestamps in the description below. I'd like you to stay around for as long as possible, but if you can't, then by all means, please do pick your section you want to listen to. And of course, put your comments in the comment section at any point. And if you enjoy the video, then by all means, please do click the like button, because the more likes these videos get, the more advertising it gets on YouTube. Okay, so let's just talk about the rest of the video by starting off by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is Darren England. His assistants are Ian Hussin and Akil Howson. The fourth official is Simon Hooper. On VAR, we have Paul the Tyrant Tierney, and his assistant is Mark Scholes. So again, as it always is, regardless if it's on the telly or not, this is a mixed bag of officials. Now, our last 6 trips away to the Amex Stadium in the Premier League shows we've won 1, drawn twice and lost 3, scoring 6 and conceding 11 goals. It's ridiculous. Now, guys, as we remember, the 1-1 draw at home at 0-0 at half-time just before Christmas, but there was goals from Wafer on the 51st minute, and 7 minutes later, Kudus scored one of the only few goals he scored this season to make it 1-1. It was, you know, Graham Potter has only faced his old club once, obviously while he was in charge of Chelsea, losing it 4-1, and that was using his preferred 3-4-2-1 formation. So I really, really hope that if Potter's learned anything over the last couple of years, much less the last, three and a bit months that he's been at the club now, it's almost 4 months now, do not use back 3 / back 5. Don't use it. It doesn't work. A flat back 4 is better for us, especially away from home. Not that it's not doing much good, all that much good at home, away from home either, for that matter. But as I say, at home or away from home, just please, just off for the next 5 games, including this one. Please, just have a flat back 4. Now, Brighton are, at the time of this recording, 10th after 33 games, winning 12, drawing 12, losing 9, scoring and conceding 53 goals, so a 0 goal difference on 48 points. And footystats.com home Premier League table also shows Brighton at 10th with 6 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses, scoring 23 and conceding 21, so a +2 goal difference. So obviously they're conceding a lot more away from home, and their average points per game at home, guys, is 1.56, and of their last 5 games they've played in the Premier League at home, they've won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1. Now, in terms of Brighton's strengths and weaknesses, their strengths are pretty much exactly the same since the home fixture, but they are weak at protecting the lead and avoiding individual errors, just like us, and they are very weak at defending against counter-attacks, just like us. Although finishing 10th is going to be brilliant for Brighton. They are on a little bit of a slump at the moment for obvious reasons. You know, they have had a change in personnel like we have, but they've let that bed in a little bit better than we have, of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't be 3rd from bottom. Now, Oh, sorry, fourth from bottom, I should say. No, even though it feels like we're third from bottom, the way the season's been. Now, at home, their highest goal scorer is Joel Pedro with 7 goals and 1 assist, with Danny Welbeck right behind him on 5 goals and 2 assists. But Danny Welbeck is also their highest joint assister at home, along with Matoma on 2 assists and 2 goals, Rutter with 2 assists and 1 goal, and Lamptey with 2 assists as well, for that matter. Van Heck is their highest aerial duel winner at home, with an average of 2.6 aerial duels won per game, with Lewis Dunk right behind him on an average of 2.1 duels won per game. Fortunately, however, this brings us around quite nicely to the Brighton injuries. Van Heck is out with a head injury and is currently being assessed. Veltman and Lamptey are out with their respective ankle injuries and could be back for the Newcastle home game, along with Still, who's also out with a shoulder injury with a possible return for the Newcastle game as well. But Igor, I think it's Igor you pronounce it, is out until their last home game of the season against Liverpool with a thigh injury, and James Milner and Webster are out with their respective thigh injuries, and Rutter and Kadiglu with their respective ankle injuries, all 4 of which could be back for the last away game of the season, which is away to Spurs. Come on, Brighton, beat those spuds. Don't beat us. I know you will, but don't. Please don't. You know, we need to get some mojos going from West Ham perspective. And talking about that, I want to start off by talking about some good news for West Ham. The under-18s won the under-18 League Cup final last night, scoring 2-1 over Reading. And the boy that I've been saying for the last season or so, Ajayla scored both goals. It's been phenomenal. I really hope this kid gets up further and further up the echelons, and we see him at some point next season. Because let's face it, guys, we're in a striker crisis next season with the potential release of Antonio. We don't know that yet. You know, there's also Fulkrug could be easily arguing his way out of the club after his post-match interview that he did. A lot of people are refreshed and happy to see him saying that stuff, myself included. I talked about that in the Full-Time Thoughts video that was recorded and went up on Bank Holiday Monday. But there's also a good argument that he's doing that to make sure that to let the world know he's unhappy and he wants to leave. So, guys, in the comment section, let me know which one it is. Do you think he's saying it because he's just unhappy in general, or do you think that he wants to, and he's showing the passion, like what a lot of us are interpreting it as, or do you think he's whinging because he wants to go? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, Southampton game itself proved the question that everyone was asking after the Liverpool game: do players step up for bigger games playing for a move? The answer is yes. It's fucking clear. Yes. I know that a lot of people are saying that people are thinking that because Potter's making the changes at the second half that he's getting the lineups wrong. I've said that before. I disagree. I think he's putting the right players out. They're not performing to the level that he's asked them to. I've said this many times. I said it in last week's, and as I say, the Full-Time Thoughts video for the Southampton game. I really do think. I mean, let's face it, guys. Right, we've had 3 seasons now, including that season where we won it. League football has been shit for the last 3 seasons under the last 3 managers. Right, I'm including Potter in this because he is currently in charge. I'm not saying he's to blame, but as I say, I think it's the players that are not stepping up. They've been coasting for some of them have been coasting for close to 3 seasons now. You know. It really isn't good. Looking at West Ham injuries, Alvarez ruled himself out of the Southampton game with a back injury, but should be back for this as well. Of course, Evan Ferguson is ineligible for this game because he's facing the club that we've got him on loan from. Ironic, bearing in mind we have no idea who's going to be up front on Saturday. Again, Somerville's delay is now even more in his return because it looks like he's now possibly aiming for the Man United away game on the 10th of May. I don't think we're seeing him this season, guys. I really don't. And it's a real shame because I've got a lot of time for Somerville. I just hope he sorts himself out quick enough. But this turns us around quite nicely to the penultimate part of the video. Let's talk about the starting 11. I really want to make a lot of changes to the side. I really do. And of course, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what your starting would be. But at the same point, I'm thinking, no, you fucking pricks. Just get out there and show to the world that you want to play for this club. Because if you don't, you're out there. You're gone in the summer. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, I say, including this fixture, there's 5 games left, right? This is the penultimate away game. So yeah, but as I say, this is the starting 11 that I would like to see. Because if for spoiler alert, if you haven't watched, sorry, if you did see the Southampton preview, I've picked exactly the same starting 11 because I think the players need to go out there and fucking bucket their ideas up and prove that they're Premier League quality, much less quality for West Ham. I know that's a bit of a contradiction in terms at the moment, but this is the starting 11 that I would like to see on Saturday. Areola in goal, with a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Kilman and Scholes. Orford in the defensive midfield positions, with Soucek in front of him supporting Bowen, Ward-Prowse and Guilherme, with Fulkrug up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Thank you very much for making it this far. I really, really do appreciate it. Obviously, we're not going to see that starting 11 because Potter isn't going to do it, but yeah, this channel doesn't try and predict what he's going to do. This is starting 11 that I think we should be going out. I think it's still a strong side. But guys, as always, over the last 4 weeks, those that have not subscribed to the channel has actually increased slightly since we talked about it on Monday. The not subscribed level is now 51.7%. I did warn you guys in the previous video that the numbers were getting higher, and now over 1 in 2 of you that are watching this are not subscribed to the channel. So please click that subscribe button. Please click the notification bell. If you're on your phone, go into your actual phone settings and go to YouTube and make sure the notifications are sorted out there as well. And of course, please do like this as well for that matter. But guys, as I say, it's a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff, so we'll be doing a watch along for it as usual. Please come and join us. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic end to your week and a great start to your weekend. Hopefully the weather should be picking up a bit. By the time you guys get to see this, it should be a more sunnier day than it is by the time I've recorded this now. But in the meantime, guys, take care of yourselves. Look after yourself and your friends and your family and all the rest of it, the bollocks. I mean, nobody gets this fast. It doesn't really matter. But in the meantime, look after yourselves. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best now.